Well, hello and welcome to this revision exercise on lower and upper bound based on our GCSE pass exam question. And it says the measurements on this tank are exact. So if you call that position A, because there are two positions, so when you say this is exact, it means that 4.8 is 4.8 and 1.2 is 1.2 meters. It's not an approximation. And 2.8 is 2.8 meters. It's not an approximation. But the height is, it says, water is put in the tank to a height of 0.7 meters to the nearest tenth of a meter. So this height here is an approximation. So h sub 1, which is the height of water in position A, is between 0.65 meters and 0.75 meters. That would be the height, that would be h sub 1. Now, what I've done here is to find the maximum possible volume. So we know that volume is the cross-sectional area times the height. That means that the maximum possible volume is going to be 4.8 times 1.2 times 0.75 meters cubed, and we end up with 4.32 meters cubed. Similarly, the minimum possible volume is going to be 4.8 times 1.2 times 0.65, and we end up with 3.744 meters cubed there. Now moving on, it then says the tank is now turned on its side as shown to position B, and then it says work out the minimum height of water in the tank, max H, and it says give your answer to one decimal place. Right, now the height is proportional to the volume. So height is equal to the volume divided by the cross-sectional area. Now, because we're talking about the minimum height, and height is proportional to volume, so to work out the minimum height, we have to use the minimum volume as well. So our minimum height is going to be 3.744 divided by 2.8 times 1.2. And we get a value of 1.114 meters. Now, we need to have this. The examiner needs to see this here before you approximate. So your answer after approximation then becomes 1.1 to 1 decimal place there. Now, I've also worked up the maximum possible height, and that will give me 4.32 divided by 2.8 times 1.2. Now, be careful here. Make sure that you use 2.8 times 1.2 and not 4.8 divided times 1, and not 4.8 times 1.2, because now this is in a different position. Okay, right. It then says express as a ratio the minimum height to the maximum height in the form 1 to n. Okay, right. I've not done this bit here because I've just done a video where I looked at the ratio of the area of a pentagon to the area of a rectangle in the form 1 to n. And let's have a look at that video, and hopefully that should make sense to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye now. See you soon.